Hello, everyone. Wherever you are on this globe that we share, whatever time zone you find yourself in, welcome to this evening's offering of community-led medicine Buddha. I got ahead of myself because I got too excited. Welcome to my neurodiverse mind, because I got too excited because I knew that the next thing was saying with Eli Ryn Brown. Community-led medicine Buddha with Eli Ryn Brown, and sometimes I just get too excited, and so I stumble over my words. But that is good news. This week, Lama Rod is holding it down with Grammy-winning musician, master violinist Melissa White in Atlanta. So we're going to just doing an offering on the subject of music and well-being. So we'll lend our own healing labors to that weave they have going on over there. Whether you've been here a billion times or if this is your first time, all are welcome, no experience required. Please feel free to arrive as you are. Even, or maybe even especially if that feels difficult to do, please, the invitation is to try to arrive however you are. I'm going to keep announcements brief this evening. As always, the quick links have been updated, and there's also some pretty great happenings, some opportunities in case any folks watching this recording or who are here are in the UK. Lama Rod will be in conversation with Nova Reed on the 21st of October, I think. There's the upcoming dialogue between Lama Rod and Dr. Angela Davis, facilitated by Prentice Hemphill, to benefit East Bay Meditation Center. Man, lots of good stuff going on lately. That's happening in November, and before that even, there's some really awesome offerings going on in the Durham area with Lama Rod, and so feel free to check that out as well. That info is all in the quick links document. And of course, there's the prayer document as well, if you feel moved to offer prayers this evening, and I'm sure Eli will continue talking about that. And just before I turn it over to Eli, I just wanted to take a moment to just, if I may, I don't know if this is, do you consent? Okay, if folks consider making an offering, may they view what I'm about to show them? Eli, can I get like a permission? Okay. So this is a brand new creation from Eli. It's a zine. Mother Harriet Tubman, A Lineage of Abolition, the third edition of the Dream Breathing zine, Liberatory Ancestral Connection with Eli Ryn Brown. And I'm just going to sit with the cover of this for like a week. You feel me? That's like my relationship with the energy of this creation that has been born. Eli will say things much better than I will. But let me just, I just want to share the 5th page, just so y'all have an understanding of what Eli has done. Okay. Invocation mantra for Ma. Om Harriet Soha. Okay. I haven't even read, I've told you I've been overwhelmed, but let's just say that every single aspect of the design is invoking plant supports and herbal ancestors and medicines of the land that informed who Mother Harriet was and became. So anyway, check that out. I'll be posting details in the quick links document shortly too, but that's just one expression of the incredible work that this human being undertakes in this lifetime. And so it makes me very happy to be able to turn it over to you, Eli. Thanks for being here.
Wow, thanks for that truly generous and soul-filling introduction. Hello, everybody. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. And I'm so glad to be here with you all today for Medicine Buddha. Yeah, as Eric was saying, I just put out the 3rd edition of this little zine I do out of a practice community, born abolitionists seeking and dreaming. And this year, it's kind of usually they're like the last year of practice, whatever that energy was, I funnel it into a little zine to go out. The last one, number 2, was like a big, long breathwork book. And then this one is a nice dive into Ma Harriet practice, into liberation, into a medicine Buddha inspired practice. The form is kind of similar to this. If you ever sit with me on Sundays, I'll put everything is over there if I spelled it right. Yeah. But yeah, that's a perfect way to open up with that kind of energy of Harriet Tubman, of great liberators. And let's dive in there. Today is October 7th. It's a heavy day. It's been a year since the Al-Aqsa flood mission last year, a year of elevated genocide in Palestine. 77 years really of genocide really there. And we're in a world where there's multiple, we're in a polycrisis, right? That's a word that's been, I find, helpful. A polycrisis, many crises converging at once, right? There's not just the genocides we can see, there's sinister, more hidden violence and oppression throughout the world that's affected by us, right? And as we sit with a world like that, a world on fire, I think it can be life-saving to be able to practice like this together, steeped in medicine, right? When I think about Harriet Tubman, when I think about my great liberators and truth tellers that I look up to and that I resource myself from, often I'm asking myself, how did they get so crystal clear about their love? How did it become that thing they couldn't, what was it that they saw and couldn't unsee anymore? What did they learn that they knew and couldn't go back, right? And I promise I'll get more concrete. I won't stay in this abstract swirl forever, but just if you'll enter with this little thought point of, Buddhist practice, mindfulness practice, a lot of these ancestral coming home practices, whatever the name is, are asking us, are kind of daring us to be able to experience love, to name it, to taste every quality and flavor of transmission, right? We receive these teachings not just as cool, a 1, 2, 3, something to do with my days, or even as just something to lean on when times are hard, but as a bold, invitation into heartbreak, into where the deepest cracks of my grief are aching. How can I see clearly the love underneath that? And how can I start from there? And so, today the instructions will all flow, stuff will be in the chat. There's no need to really worry too much about the details. They'll all be provided. And in this kind of container where we're kind of, co-facilitating this little digital space that's reaching across little parts of the globe, can we take an hour or so in this practice to just arrive, to feel our grief and our love, and to figure out, get a little clearer about what medicine might be, right? Doesn't matter if we don't have a clear idea, we'll still be able to receive. But today, I invite us, if it feels good, to take this hour to really try and open my eyes to what I feel I might be turning away from in the world, right? What am I turning away from myself? What parts of me or of those around me feel uncomfortable, sticky, hard to deal with? And instead of turning away or trying to dominate them out, right? Even, right? Like a really simple example of violence. We see a fly, we crush it, right? Even that act of like taking a life, instead of sitting there and dwelling in the existential, oh no, I killed a fly. Like, what does that mean? What are blah, blah, blah going down my list? Like, let's just slow down and think, why did I reach out and slap that fly? Like, was I afraid? What was the feeling that made me, oh, I gotta kill that real quick. Like there's something buzzing around, you gotta kill it, right? Because that information, more than the shame or the judgment we have around the act, but that information, I like that Ant's comment, is so important, right? Was I afraid? Was I referencing like a past time where I was afraid, where I saw like maybe a venomous thing, and right now I'm moving too fast, just kill something, right? Right away, dominate. Don't let it exist long enough to really experience, am I safe? Do I need to strike right now? I think this is a Charlie XCX lyric, maybe. That's coming into my head, but it's um it's all self-defense until you're building a weapon. I'm pretty sure that's a Charlie or a Lord lyric. It's one of those two. But, you know, it feels like self-protection. A lot of these guards we put up, a lot of this distance, this separation we put in between us and those around us, right? It feels like safety, that kind of distance. But a lot of the time, it turns into weapon building, right? It turns into I am cutting myself off from those around me. A weapon not only towards them, but towards me. I can't see the interconnectedness in this. So just all of these kinds of thoughts were swirling in my head today, thinking of, Lama Rod said he was going to be gone for a few weeks, and I saw there was a few open slots, and I thought, oh, October 7th is a day I really want to make sure I'm steeped in medicine with people who are also steeping in medicine, right? I want to be clear about how I am choosing my day because I am choosing it, right? There was a toddler, there were dogs, there was a community crisis. A lot of things felt not in my choice today, but I did in fact choose them, right? I got in that car, I got some groceries, gave a kid a bath who was really tired and did not want to take a bath, right? I did all those things. And the fact that I chose them is a gift, right? Even when the thing itself doesn't feel good. So right now, with whatever is feeling, whatever feelings are arising, let's take a second to remember our agency and our choice in this matter, right? This matter of liberation, of getting free, of building my community, of dreaming new worlds together. When I think to Ma Harriet Tubman, that is someone who so like determined and clear and intensely chose each step she took. It was about a month ago, I think it's the 17th of September, marked her first attempt at escape. She left with her brothers. Her brothers would turn back, which made her eventually turn back. But that day planted the seed of soon after she would go for good. She would keep coming back and taking people with her, freeing them, letting them see that they're free. And so, with that kind of urgency, we move into this practice, this choice to pray for all beings, to receive my medicine, to love on myself, right? To try whatever I need to, even if I don't know how, right? When it all feels overwhelming, when it feels too much, we have these ancestors and deities and loved ones to show us, to turn us back to ourselves, to help us remember. So Medicine Buddha for me is a practice of deep remembrance. You might, I'll mention the prayer doc one more time, take a moment to float in there as we move into invocation mantras soon. But as we remember our prayers, as we remember who we are, as we remember our voice, our agency, I hope we can conjure up the spell-making magic that is produced from a clear, resourced, liberated love. You can draw from that well from the Medicine Buddha today. Let them pour over us whatever we need. Let us receive and offer with clear intention that this is for all beings to get free. This is not just for me. This is not for my calm or even my ease. This is for my liberation. Dis-ease may arise in that pursuit of liberation. Fracturing, splintering, reckoning, rebirth may arise within that painful, fruitful becoming. Right? But that is the trauma of birth. That is the choice to leave this womb that you have outgrown. This food that is minute by minute turning into no longer your food, because your food is out, right? Your food is to be consumed by being birthed. There is more nourishment coming for you, right? I think about birth a lot. I work with a lot of babies and parents, and we birth ourselves through this breath. We birth ourselves through this practice. We can midwife our pain so that it does not become weaponized trauma, so that it does not keep multiplying genocides, multiplying oppression, carceral states, right? Let's dive into, with conviction, if we can, this idea, this dream that all beings get free. And again, sometimes I feel like it sounds a little harsh maybe, but this isn't to shame anybody or to be like, oh, let me shake you into anything. No. I want to hold you into loving yourself. That's the kind of presence I hope to be here with you, to try to cultivate. We leave the shame at the door and we just look at the facts. What is happening now? Am I here? You might take a deep breath in, let it all go. Are you here? Let's arrive again and again. We might take a moment to feel the weight of our clothes against us, the temperature of the air around us, any lingering taste on the tongue or sounds washing over the ears. Take a second to notice. What do you need right now? move into the invocation mantra, which will be in the chat, of Om Menla Sangye Kino Soa. Medicine Buddha, I pray that you know and look upon me. And Lama Rod always encourages us to translate Kino for what we need. What do you need, Medicine Buddha, to show up for you with right now? Do you need to be seen? Do you need to be held? Whatever that word is, Kino, put that intention into it as you chant it. Please see me. Please know me. Please hold me. Please give me space. Please set me free. Please help me remember my ability to set myself free. These are just some options. But we'll say one long Om, and then the mantra 3 times and end with one Om. I'll start with the bell. You can take a deep breath in together and Om out. Om Mila Sangye Kino Soha. Om Mila Sangye Kino Soha. Om Mila Sangye Kino And just breathe in and out. Taking a moment, perhaps, to bring your attention into your heart space. You can place a hand over the heart if that helps, or just bring your attention. As we take a few breaths in and out, you might imagine deep in our heart space, a deep blue glowing ball starts to shine. Little light, deep blue, the color of Medicine Buddha, lapis lazuli, some Medicine Buddha incense for the color. As we breathe in, the ball gently grows in radiance, shining brighter, perhaps generating even a little heat in the chest, feeling a little warm. On the exhales, the light gently spreads, reaching out, filling the torso, low body, the upper half. Might rest here for a second, allowing the arising of Medicine Buddha to be as gentle as this. A soft light filling the body. Each place this light shines on the body offers a little illumination, a little holding. Perhaps anything that's ready to let go of, we might let it go. If there's any part of us asking to be held, might offer it witnessing, holding. I see this pain rising and falling. I see these thoughts arising and falling. I bathe it all. My whole system, ecosystem of body, right? My nervous system, my waste, my intestines, my blood, my guts. Every single cell in this body, I offer this light. Not just in the light, in every single cell of your body, the Medicine Buddha is born. Like a kaleidoscope of light, we give birth. We'll move into our main mantra with this holding, filled with the Medicine Buddha. We dare ourselves to see our reflection in what we think is a great liberator, great medicine, one who can give to all, right? We're in there too. How do we connect with the parts of us that are medicine, that are healing? How do we see the scab not as a blemish or as something ugly, but as skin rebuilding itself? This is our natural way of being. Repair. Let's dream that, invite that into our prayers. True repair. What we need to get there. The main mantra is Tayata Om Bekanse Maha Bekanse Ratsatamugati Soha. Which the long translation, like this: I pray for the end of pain and suffering and the root of pain and suffering, and I release the energy of this prayer out to all the worlds so that we may all be liberated. When we chant this ancient prayer that so many have chanted, that we have chanted so many times alone, right, together, let alone the years and years of people chanting this before us. I invite the words of Sweet Honey in the Rock, right? Listen to at the beginning of this. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on. Right? We know what we're working for. We have that gift of clarity that we at least aspire to work towards liberation for all. And as we hone in on that reality of a liberated world, as we move towards birthing it, we pray that we understand that root. Like the mantra says, how do we cut to the root of it? Get to the base of it all. Move from love. And so we move into this ancestral song together. You might take a couple breaths in and out, checking in with your body, coming back to your seat. We invite the Medicine Buddha to chant with us, to hear the Medicine Buddha, to hear our ancestors' voice, to hear the voice of the trees, the non-human deities and beings together with us in this sound. Om Thayata Om Beknze Beknze Mahabeknze Raza Samgate Soha 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 Thayata Om Beknze Beknze Raza Samgate Soha Thayata Om Beknze Beknze Mahabeknze 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 Raza Samgate Soha I can almost hear you, crystal clear, chanting with me. It sounds like the leaves dancing in the wind. It sounds like, or it feels like tectonic plates churning against each other. That's the type of clarity I'm seeking. I want to feel that with you. I want to feel the people around me. I want to feel myself in this moment. And so, with our generated, bodhicitta, medicine Buddha mantra energy, with the power of our voice, we move into these communal prayers, which I will read out loud. My invitation to y'all as I read these is to, again, return to that agency, that choice. We're choosing to speak these prayers into existence right now. Speaking them to existence means we can't look away from them, right? We're saying them out loud, inside ourselves. That feeling, let's look towards it, knowing that as we speak them, their fruition is being born, right? The causes and conditions for everything that is to come is being born right now. So let's birth a free world in our attention right now. Move to prayers for R, who is recovering from a medical issue that has affected their health and mobility. For Q, who is grieving the very recent death of a family member. For Palestine, Lebanon, Syria, Sudan, Congo, Ukraine, and everyone impacted by genocide, war, heartbreak, and systems of violence and oppression. For all those who are recovering from Helene and those in the path of Milton, for all those who are in the path of destruction, whether natural or man-made. For all of us recovering from surgery, may our bodies and spirits find rest and repair needed. For E and her mother and all those in the path of hurricane as they prepare and evacuate homes. For those who are tending to the bodies, minds, and spirits of others, may they be held in light and love so that they may continue to do this care work. Prayers for the health of Jenna, Abby, Lauren, Leah, and Dove, for me to get help and relief from depression and sciatica, for everyone fighting against colonialism, may we rest and have strength. For my queer autistic teen, that she make it through this dark tunnel and have all the joy, courage, ease, and friendship this life can offer. For my complete surrender to divinity, like a little one falling back into mama's arms. Prayers for clarity, rest, and healing. Prayers of deep gratitude for the Sangha. Prayers to Elena as she works to reestablish her relationship with her body after recovering from a slip disc. Prayers for Gaza and all suffering from violence of the state of Israel. Prayers of deep gratitude for all my homecoming circle. Prayers for Ann P's treatment and Uncle Marty's treatments, that the treatments send the cancer running, never to return. Prayers for work-life balance and abundance. For Katie's rare brain disease, may it all go the way the Divine One sees fit. For Sarah's book launch, may all her dreams come true. For myself to lift out of depression and multiple health issues, may I find clarity, hope, and loving care. May all feel loving care and the resources we need. For Joni's relaxation, ease, and self-care. For Teddy's procedure, for all my beloveds to be deeply held and cared for, that they may experience such. Prayers for those I hate and have every reason to hate, that they heal and become springs of love and light. To all those feeling abandoned and lost, that they experience some consolation and hope. Prayers for the hostages and their families, may they be safe, recovered, and healed as soon as possible. Prayers for the Palestinian people. May the genocide enacted against them cease immediately, and may they be safe and receive healing as soon as possible. Prayers for all of us. May we get free from our greed, hatred, delusion that enacts war and death, and come into abundance, love, and wisdom that facilitates life. Prayers for me to stabilize and ground during my travel. Prayers that the dog we found on the street yesterday, Storm, be united with his owner and not have to suffer in the shelter system. Prayers for Roshana and her family to recover from their loss. Prayers for A, who is waiting results from their recent scan. May they heal fully. Prayers for the Palestinian resistance. May Palestine be free in our lifetime. Prayers for all those affected by natural disasters, past, present, and future. Prayers for my upcoming conversation with my biological mother. Prayers for Charlie, may they find comfort and healing during this time of transition. For myself as I sit in uncertainty, confusion, fatigue. For Linda in restarting treatment. Prayers for my freedom. May I be safe, resourced, and be able to do this work. Prayers that I am always supported and protected. Prayers for myself as I transcend multiple life transitions at once and have to leave relationships in their present form to do so. May I be watched over and protected, as well as those I must depart from. May all my overall health be protected as well. Prayers for everyone who is helping their neighbors, for John, for all the mutual aid workers and other helpers, and everyone who is with or without shelter and needs help. Prayers for my beloveds, prayers for my partner and their family, who are Palestinian and Lebanese, as their homelands are bombarded. Prayers for my ancestry and all ancestral lines to be healed. Prayers for swift and easeful transition for one of my senseis approaching death's door, and prayers that I may be resourced and receive care as I care, to be poured into as I pour out. For all of these prayers, spoken and unspoken, felt and verbalized, we offer our heart, our grief. We offer ourselves up for the fruition of these prayers. May it be so. May they come true. Ashe. And before we move back into the second part of our mantra to really, opened up, we spoke our prayers out. Now we just get to marinate in it, let it sink into our bodies, let it be true a little. And I offer, if you'd like to journey with me, just a brief visualization. If you'd like to see a medicine Buddha, I've got a real tiny one. Here's my very small portable medicine Buddha if you need to see one. I don't know if you can really see that. But we've got a medicine Buddha there if you'd like to, or a much bigger Chenrezig is always available to us. Whoever our personal deities and ancestors might be, Great Orb, which is in Eric's screen, whoever we might imagine, that beautiful tree in Sarah's screen in the background, right? Whatever we're resting upon. Take a second to take a few breaths. Perhaps let your gaze relax or even close your eyes. You might wrap your arms around yourself or hold a pillow, a blanket, or the earth. With this kind of warm feeling, imagine yourself laying at the feet of whoever, whatever, is a deity that feels safe to receive some medicine. Whether it's Medicine Buddha, whether it's Ma Harriet, whether it's a great tree, a river. Lay your body down. Put your wearied bones to rest. And feel the warmth of that being in their care as you rest at their feet. The medicine Buddha, or whoever we offer to, we turn to them and say, "This is me. I offer you all of it." As in, I offer up my conceptions, my perceived limitations of myself to be shattered by, to be cut in two by your love. I offer up my insecurity to be seen through. I offer my vulnerability to be connected with. I offer my grief so that you may see the depth of my pain and know truly what medicine I may need. With this great offering, we might imagine this being lays a soft blanket over our body. We feel held, swaddled, almost. And as a response to all of our questions, we start to hear the mantra arise. We let it be birthed from this place of care, of receiving medicine. And this too becomes a sonic blanket to hold us. Feel free to chant along or to even wait a couple rounds to join in to really feel that you are receiving. I am chanting to you. My Eli, my deepest wish right now in this moment is that you are free, that you feel, experience love and freedom. So the song of the gods sings and we dance along. Tayata umbek nze bek mabek raza samgati suha. Tayata umbek nze bek Mahabhikti Raza Samgati Suva Hayata Umbhikti Bhikti Mahabhikti Raza Samgati Soha. Pull it from your chest. Tayata Umbhikti Bhikti Mahabhikti Raza Samgati Soha. Ayata umbeknze eknze mahabek raza samgate soha. Let it generate heat. Ayata umbeknze eknze mahabek raza samgate soha. Tayyata umbek bek mahabek Raza samgate soha Tayyata umbek bek mahabek Raza samgate soha. Fill your space. Tayyata umbek bek mahabek Raza samgate soha Tayyata umbek bek mahabek Raza samgate soha. Hug it close. Tayyata umbek bek mahabek Raza samgate soha. 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 Slow like bathwater. Tayyata umbek bek mahabek Raza samgate soha. One more time, a final one. You might join your hands like a cup. Pour this song into your hand. We breathe in. Ayata umbek bek mahabek Raza samgate soha. Bathe yourself. Medicine Buddha is here to keep pouring into you. Let yourself be wherever you need to be right now. It's here. That's right now. That's it. We're doing it. In this space, while your physical sound waves are still bouncing off the walls around you and settling, we step into that agency we've been conjuring. We move into Shanti Deva's prayer, a consecration, right? An act of magic, saying this 3 times in a row, right? I'm not trying to convince myself. I am trying to experience myself in the truth of this prayer. All we have to do is remember, this is who we are. With a beautiful siren in the background. This is who we are. We'll go through 3 times together. Shanti Deva's prayer. May I be a protector to those without protection, a leader for those who journey in a boat a bridge, a passage for those desiring the further shore. May the pain of every living creature be completely cleared away. May I be the doctor and the medicine, and may I be the nurse for all sick beings in the world until everyone is healed. Just like space and the great elements such as earth, may I always support the life of all the boundless creatures, and until they pass away from pain, may I also be the source of life for all the realms of varied beings that reach until the ends of space. May I be a protector to those without protection, a leader for those who journey, and a boat, a bridge, a passage for those desiring the further shore. May the pain of every living creature be completely cleared away. May I be the doctor and the medicine, and may I be the nurse for all sick beings in the world until everyone is healed. Just like space and the great elements such as earth, may I always support the life of the boundless creatures, all the boundless creatures, and until they pass away from pain, may I also be the source of life for all the realms of varied beings that reach until the ends of space. Finally, may I be a protector to those without protection, a leader for those who journey, and a boat, a bridge, a passage for those desiring the further shore. May the pain of every living creature be completely cleared away. May I be the doctor and the medicine, and may I be the nurse for all sick beings in the world until everyone is healed. Just like space and the great elements such as earth, may I always support the life of all the boundless creatures, and until they pass away from pain, may I also be the source of life for all the realms of varied beings that reach to the ends of space. May it be so. Svaha. Ashe. As we move into this closing of our practice, we take a moment again to notice your body, notice what you need. I'll close with a song. You can't ever get me anywhere without me getting to singing or dancing. So I'm going to get to dancing and singing. It's just what I got to get to do it. But there's a song that I will share an offering that I invite you at another time when you're feeling you really need it to imagine Medicine Buddha, imagine your protector singing it to you. It's a very simple song that I learned in retreat that has been passed all around. It's called the Standing Stone Song. So just take a moment to breathe in and out. We might allow with this final song, you can sing along with me if you'd like. It's just repeating 2 words, but we imagine our protectors, our ancestors, our deities singing this to us as they go on off into their spaces, knowing they keep us with them and we keep them in us. From our protectors to us, the gift of this song. I will be your standing stone. I will stand by you. I will be your standing stone. I will stand by you. I will be your standing stone. I will stand by you. I will be your standing stone. I will stand by you. I will be your standing stone. I will stand by you. I will be your standing stone. I will stand by you. I will be your standing stone. I will stand by you. In my head, this one's you. This is all the ancestors. You're hugged, you're protected, you are loved. No one's riding for you, I'm riding for you. If no one's loving on you today, I'm loving on you today. The medicine Buddha's here, right inside of you. In your grief, in your joy, in this connection, in your showing up to this space. May the merit accumulated, may the grief connection felt, right? That is the merit for me. These feelings are the merit. May they point me towards liberation. May my needs bring me back to justice, to truth, to connection. May it serve all beings. May we get free. Thank you for your practice, dear ones. I am so grateful to have sat with you today and so moved, truly, to be feeling with you all, to be dreaming, breathing, scraping towards liberation with you all. It really is life-changing. It's liberating. I'll pass it to Eric for some closing remarks. Otherwise, I'll leave the space open after Eric's closing. I'd love to say hi, anybody who wants to just share, check in, but I'll pass it to Eric first. Thank you all.
Well, thank you very much, Eli. Thank you for everything you are. Thank you for everything you do, everything you make possible. And I'm going to force myself to stop there. You know I want to keep thanking you. It runs silently in the background. And so with that, I will just drop the quick links document, of course, and also this information for how to support and connect with Eli here as well. And that's also in the quick links document. And just briefly before I hand the space back over to Eli, I forgot to mention at the beginning that registration for the 8-week Journey of Initiation from Broken Hearts to Spiritual Warriors, the New Saints course that just started on this past Sunday. Registration closes on the 13th, so it's still open and available. Don't worry, you'll have access to everything. And just wanted to say, if you feel drawn to that offering and feel like you are in need of financial assistance in order to be able to connect with something that feels like it would be nourishing based on your own intuition, please do not hesitate, for real, to reach out to Vivian at programs@lamarod.com to talk about scholarship options. And yeah, and if that doesn't feel like you're feeling led to that journey, thank you for honoring your intuition, period. And that's it from me this evening. Thank you all for everything, and I'll hang out until Eli leaves.
Yeah, thanks everybody. Any sharing, anything on anybody's mind or anything anybody wants to pipe in, feel free to raise your hand or just unmute yourself and talk. I'd love to just say hi to y'all.
Eli, hi, this is Nate. Wow. I I'm always so grateful for this practice and being able to stay in my body and hold all the emotion simultaneously. And I just was so moved today and really touched. And I love that we have a community and the community shifts and I get to meet new people. So thank you for the gift of your beautiful voice and holding the space for us today.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming and sharing. It's nice to hear your voice. And yeah, I'm so grateful for this community letting us all meet each other too. Thank you. Anybody else today?
I just wanted to say hi, Eli. Yeah, thanks for leading this practice. And when you led the Juneteenth practice, and I shared it with your permission, and people are like, what is this? Who is leading this? And I was like, I don't know. Maybe I should find out. So I looked up up on your website. I'm like, oh, this Eli sounds like an amazing human. And then I shared that with them. Yeah, so I wanted to thank you for the work that you do and guiding us again today. That it was beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you for supporting and thank you for coming and being a spiritual friend. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hi, Eli. I just wanted to say that was so beautiful, so touching, and oh my God, just what I needed tonight. So that was just so, oh yeah, truly, truly like a release of tears of like just gratitude and like release and like, oh, just like really that nourishment of that medicine just went so deep. So I just wanted to share that and just yeah, this is just such a beautiful community and I'm very grateful to you and I'm very grateful to everyone practicing here today together. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. It's so nice to see and hear people where they're at in receiving medicine. It's beautiful to see people being washed in that. So I appreciate you sharing. Thank you so much.
Hi, Eli. Thank you for your practice.
Hi, Miss Sharon.
I joined the practice today in kind of an unusual place for me, lacking confidence, lacking clarity, feeling very chaotic and confused. And when you asked that initial question, what do you need today? The answer that rose up in me was nothing. I just need to be with what is. And I'm not going to resist the chaos that is just humming in me and around me right now. And so I just sat with that through the practice. And so, yeah, and such a sweet and supportive and nurturing practice. So again, just thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Sharon. I'm humbled to hear that you're ever uncertain and of yourself, even though I know you're a human as well.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of mask I've been wearing that you would think that, but I'm often, I won't say often, but yeah, I definitely have, confidence and certain periods. So thank you.
You carry yourself beautifully, and I appreciate your beauty, and I'm glad to share in this confidence building, creation we can all create together. Thank you.
Well, kind of on a tangent, speaking of beauty, I had you on full screen today, and I was looking at you going, am I related to Eli? He looks like my face. It looks like that
Probably.
family. You know, we can be like, you know, when I was younger,
Yeah.
I mean, we would have looked so much alike.
Honestly,
Sorry,
contact me later.
I'm sorry. Speaking of beautiful,
Perfect transition.
Speaking of beautiful, we are.
We could be related. You know, I got a lot of family everywhere. So I got a real old family of Black folks everywhere. So we very well could be cousins. I'll take that. I'll just claim it now. We're cousins. All right, y'all.
I want to
Any?
not yet, because I
Oh,
want to
yeah.
on what Miss Sharon said. I too, you know, I like it's lovely when you have like a release and the emotions come. It's been so hot here, and I've been feeling just half alive, you know, just like laid up in the heat for days. And also feeling very, very confused and scattered today. I have a note up in my office I put for myself that my main job is just to be my own best friend and not clobber myself because I'm scattered. But I did go into kind of a deep liminal space. So I think the medicine's just kind of soaking into the cracks underground and doing what it needs to do in the darkness. And I'm learning to also trust the darkness. We don't have to be watching and tracking everything all the time. It just does its thing and we can just trust. So I just wanted to say that. And I just love your voice. I just like the resonance of your like chest voice is just got some magic to it all by itself. Thank you very much for leading us today. And I'm just so grateful for this community. Where would I be without spiritual friends? Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that sharing. I can relate to the heat. Being raised in the desert, it'll sap your life away sometimes, but you can find that lizard mode and recharge.
In San Francisco, there's nobody has any like air conditioning
Oh, yeah.
or anything either. So it's just
not quite prepped systematically.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Anyone else today? I don't ever want to cut anybody off.
I think Sarah Mendel's trying to unmute. Is that right, Sarah?
Oh, Sarah, you trying to say hi? I'll wait for you.
as well. Good eye.
I'm watching her poke the screen.
Yeah, I see the finger
There,
now.
finally. Yeah,
Hi.
outside. It's insanely hot where I live. It's like been over 100 all week. So strange. And I'm just working on equanimity. But anyway, thank you. It's such a treat to see everybody and to be here together. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Sarah. It's so nice to see you. Sarah and I were both in the same practice group for 7 homecomings under Eric. And I am always so calmed and so like happy to see your face in the screen. And you had great big tree too.
Oh yeah, this is a park near where I live. And I wanted to say that, you know, anybody that doesn't know about the 7 homecomings, you know, find out about that. You know, there are people who can tell you about it. And it's in Love and Rage. It's in the Love and Rage book in great detail. It's just that is enough. But I do it at night when I have insomnia and I'm feeling weird about things, is do the 7 homecomings and then put that feeling in the center of the homecoming circle.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody.
I Love and Rage on audiobook. I recommend just like listen to it while you go to sleep. Hear Lama Rod talking about
it. Yeah, you get to hear Lama Rod's voice.
Yeah.
It's always a boon.
That's a lovely recommendation. Yeah. Thank you. And Eric put it in the chat too. The PDF of the homecomings.
Okay. I'm going to look at that.
Lovely. Anybody else today? Perfect. Thank you all so very deeply for being here. I wish you well. I wish you love. And I wish you a clear mirror of how wonderful and beautiful you are and how you deserve to be confident, right? This palm, clear mirror. It's the medicine Buddha. It's you. That's my ending note.
Oh, bye everyone. Mwah. Take care. Thank you so much, Eli.